Say hi.
Resuming at the barn, 8.8. Dan and I just determined that this truss isn't going to work to mount the 4-link brackets on top because it doesn't have enough flat space. So we got an R-Tech truss coming from Summit. Be here Friday. This one's going to be cut off. It'll also make it easier to cut off the perches. So goodbye truss and new truss on the way. Well, about 20 minutes worth of work. The truss is off. And just got to grind everything down smooth now. So, Thanksgiving Day morning, John Parks and JJ Parks came and helped me grind off all the bracketry from the old truss and the old spring perches, so the 8/8's ready to get mocked up. We don't have the fuel tank sitting in there mocked up, but we have a game plan on how the fuel tank is going to get mounted in there. We're going to plate the inside of that frame rail first before we do that. That'll give me more strength for when we put the towers in. The Dana 44 is, I cleaned the tubes the other day, but we cleaned the C's on the ends so that I can get the shock mounteds welded on when we weld the tubes as well. And that's really all we did today. I mean, it was just get here and do the dusty, dirty grinding job done, and we will continue with getting the fuel tank mounted in there tomorrow, and then we will probably shove the axle underneath there and get an idea of where the mount's got to go, and start tacking things in and mocking stuff up. All right, that's it for today. Progress, day after Thanksgiving. We got the RCI fuel tank fitted, fully welded in. It'll drop straight out the bottom. The only thing I gotta do now is still do a skid plate, but we'll worry about that after we get the 4-link figured out. We have the axle somewhat in place and centered, and all probably beyond full bump what it's going to be, just to give us how much clearance there is between the tank and the back of the pig, which we got 2.5 inches. And we got the inner frame on both sides boxed in, just tack welded in right now. And I'll be back tomorrow morning and start working on some more. So, another update video. What you see here is my High Point Dana 44, where we welded the axle tubes to the housing and welded the coilover shock brackets to the mating knuckle sides of the C's on the axle. I'll unwrap it and we'll take a look. So, you got to heat the housing and the tube up to 400 degrees to weld it with normal MIG wire. That's why it was wrapped in blankets, so it could cool down slowly. So there are the shock brackets and the tubes. We also welded up some of the butt welds for the tubes go in, because one or two of them was actually seeping and kind of pissed me off. And then we got the rear axle. We got the new truss on the axle, fully burned in. We got the, where'd it go? Okay, we got the lower link brackets tacked in place, along with the upper, well, the lower link upper brackets tacked in place. And we've got our lower links fully made up. I believe they measured 33.5 eye to eye. They will be working on mocking up the upper ones, which, as you can see, are not there. We'll get all that kind of mocked up. I had to order more 1 3/4 120 wall, because we didn't have enough to do both upper links. So we'll get one of them done. I've got to burn in the 1/4 plate where the upper brackets are going to get mounted, and that's the goal for today.